Hello pilots, welcome to the Virtual Realms YouTube channel. Today I've got a subscriber replay turned in by an old friend of ours, Desolation OBR. He's flying out a Bearcat, the F-8F, which is an interesting airplane. It's one of the more deadly prop planes to exist in War Thunder. It frequently meets low-tier jets in aerial combat, and this match is no exception. Out of the 6 pilots that his team is going to be facing, 5 of them are flying fighter jets. One of the pilots on the enemy team is an old friend of ours as well, a pilot by the name of Bad Aimer. Now, Bad Aimer more or less co-starred in a video I did a couple of months ago. It featured a pilot named Draken 1187, and in that match, Draken saved Bad Aimer's life many times, and Bad Aimer did his best to try and return the favor. Bad Aimer has a predilection for going head-on with his opponents, though, which is a little problematic, but he's a good pilot nonetheless. This time around, though, he's on the enemy team, flying a MiG-9. Now, the Bearcat is an outstanding prop fighter plane and is perfectly at home taking on jet fighter adversaries. In the hands of a good pilot, it is on equal terms with its jet-powered foes. But in the hands of Desolation OBR, well, that's another story completely. Let's put it this way. Pay attention during this match because it's not going to last very long. Once Desolation's gained sufficient altitude, he starts scanning for the enemy team. He's gained considerable altitude now and is well above the rest of his teammates. He starts diving to build up speed, and there's his first target. And who is it? It's Bad Aimer, of course. The first target that he spots in the match. Here's a little bit of foreshadowing. Bad Aimer is also going to be the last target he spots in this match. As other members of the enemy team become visible, he starts deciding who his first target is going to be. He dives, he gains speed, not too much speed, throttles back a little bit to tone it down, doesn't want to rip his wings off on this dive, and makes his selection. It looks for a minute like perhaps he's decided to go after one of the other MiGs, or perhaps that Yak 17, but no. He swings in behind Bad Aimer and starts gaining ground. He's interrupted, though, when a MiG-9 appears out of nowhere. Now that the foreplay is over, the real match begins with this first kill right now. Desolation peels off when he realizes that Wagner Rich is about to crash. And there it goes. He tore his tail section off completely. Desolation got the first 3 kills in the match in less than 20 seconds. And that last kill brings his total for the match up to 4. Now there's just one pilot left. Yeah, you guessed it. It's Bad Aimer. And Desolation's going to keep checking the runway, where he assumes that Bad Aimer has probably landed to rearm and repair, but he's not there. So he's going to head for the other airfield and see if he's landed over there instead. Desolation's teammates have ended up polishing off the other aircraft, and Desolation is about to find Bad Aimer in a classic and typical for Bad Aimer head-on confrontation. But what he doesn't know is Bad Aimer has just hit the eject button and commences to open fire at long range. So he gets in a first burst, but by the time Desolation's rounds hit his plane, he's already bailed out. I try to keep an open mind, but I have to say this. You know, it's one thing to concede the match if you're outgunned and you're not going to win. It's far preferable to running for the entire duration of the match and dragging it out, but to hit eject right before you fire so that you might get one last cheap gank in and deny the enemy his chance to kill you in kind is pretty toxic gameplay. It was pretty bad form, Bad Aimer. Well, that's all I have for you for right now. It was short, but, well, bittersweet. Until I see you folks again, good hunting. Thanks for watching. I hope you were entertained. If you liked the video, please remember to subscribe. And if you're already a subscriber, thank you. And I'll see you next time.